Joy McCute, Jen Hearn, Susan Lewis, Karin Person, Debra Schwar, Karin Person, Debra Schwar, Catherine Kent, Aarsha Satyan, Suri Katsumi, Theresa Wheeler, Pam Ferris, and Bobbie Sue Roach.
Hey guys, it is 11:45 on a Thursday, and it is July 11 in the Philippines. So we'd just like to take the opportunity to say thanks to all our artist collaborators at Diamond Shop. We've collected a total of, I believe, more than a dozen since January of this year, and it's been super awesome to be working with you guys. And also, thank you so much to all of you who have been supporting not only the shop, but also our artist collaborations with so many talented artists, and their beautiful work that has been converted into diamond paintings. It's super awesome seeing them finished as diamond paintings, and we really appreciate all of your support and the support of our artists as well for Diamond Shop. So with that in mind, we'd like to begin by focusing the exposure on our artist collaborations. So any orders that will be packed up will definitely be featured on the packing vlogs here on YouTube. So in the meantime, nothing else will change, except we'll like to be focusing on our artist collaborations from here on in. Okay, I have got the first one for this vlog, bound for the US, and it's for Bobbie Sue Roach. It's her I Just Want to Diamond Paint Rainbow in 30 by 30 cm. Night by SHANNON, our artist collaboration with SHANNON, 60 by 85 cm, and this is with included lightning diamonds, but she's asked for extra electric and lightning diamonds as part of her order. And then we also have Eldon Name Electric in 40 by 20, and this is a design that we have made by Diamond Shop. So basically you can get your name as a diamond painting on any background. We can basically create a background that you like based on your favorite color. If you like flowers or the beach and whatnot, we can try to come up with something like an image that you would like, and we'll design it for you. So let me show you first Eldon. This is the bag of beads, and we've got here the electric diamonds for Eldon, and these are the purchased extra lightning and electric diamonds. And here is the canvas. This actually matches her Stephanie name painting that she had ordered from us some time ago. And so we made it the exact same size. So I'm guessing she's going to have them side by side or on top of each other on the wall somewhere, and it's going to look amazing. And here is something that we all would like to declare all day long. Say aye if you agree with me. I just want to diamond paint. Here are the colors. This is the rainbow version. We've got the red version, and this is the rainbow version. I just want to diamond paint. And finally, we've got a big piece by SHANNON in size 60 by 85. Here are the beads. And here's the canvas. I've got to stand for this one because it is quite large. So some of you have been asking for more SHANNON paintings, so we're working on getting more of his paintings at the shop very, very soon. He's actually a pretty cool guy, very easy to talk to, so it's just a matter of time on our end to kind of get it added to the shop. But if there's any in particular that you like from his site, we can go on ahead and ask him for you if we can have it added already. So just let us know and message us. The best way to message us, by the way, is on Facebook Messenger, Diamond Shop. And you can also send us an email at diamondshop@gmail.com. Alright guys, we are going to start with our very first June blooms that will be packed up by our latest artist collaboration with Margaret Morales. If you're not familiar with her beautiful watercolors, she's actually a Filipina. I don't know if she's still a Filipino citizen. I don't know if she's living in the States already, but what I do know is that she has some pretty amazing watercolor portraits of women, and it's all very surreal and kind of like suspended in some sort of dream-like state. And her work is very dreamy and very colorful, very vibrant colors. And so as soon as I saw her artwork, I realized, this would be a great addition to Diamond Shop as an artist. And thankfully, she's agreed. For now, she's agreed to 6 of her designs at the shop. She said, let's try it out first. Obviously, she's never heard of diamond painting as well. Like with all the other artists that we actually contacted, about the collaboration. But, after seeing some samples I showed of Cybele Art and some other artists, she signed on board. And then looking into her bio, I realized that she is actually a graduate of the University of the Philippines. It's a very, very known, popular university in the country. It's also known to be a difficult school to get into, wherein, it's got a difficult entrance exam. So not only did she go to school there, but she actually graduated magna cum laude from the University of the Philippines. So that's pretty awesome. And that was in a bachelor's degree in fine arts. So she's definitely got the formal education in the arts, and she's got several galleries and exhibits that is lined up in the UK this coming September and I believe August. If not August, it was November, sometime end of the year. So this is pretty cool. Because she is Filipino, Reggie and I decided to kind of incorporate that culture into her limited edition kit by including some of these items that actually are handmade from the province called Bicol here in the Philippines. So basically, we not only got to collaborate with an artist, Margaret Morales, but we actually also helped support the local artists here in the country who have handcrafted these beautiful pieces. Let me just start with this purse. So basically, this is rattan right over here. Let me show it to you up close. So it's like a plant. It's taken from a plant. So it's kind of like a very thin piece of wood that is bendable. And what the locals do here in the Philippines is they basically weave it together to kind of form like flat threads, and then that woven piece is then woven onto other woven pieces, thereby creating this sort of pattern. And it holds it together to make it more solid. And so it's got also the cloth, which is very native of the indigenous tribes here in the Philippines. This print is also hand woven. So this material is called tinalak, and it's a weaving tradition of the Tiboli people of South Cotabato in the Philippines. And this kind of cloth are woven from abaca fibers. And the traditional female weavers, this is quite interesting, are actually known as Dreamweavers. And this is because the pattern of the tinalak cloth are said to be inspired by these women's dreams. These are hand-woven materials. So if we open up this purse, it only opens up to this part, but we've got here the areas that you can place your drill pens and also your trays and other stuff. So you can also opt to use this as a wallet, actually, and it's a very unique piece, which I'm pretty sure you might get a lot of people asking you what is it or what it is made of, because it's not plastic, it's not rubber, it's not just cloth. It's definitely something that is a combination of woven materials, both in cloth form and also in rattan, or the plant. So this is included. And we also have these two cubes, also handmade from the province of Bicol. Basically, there was a trade fair in a mall near us, and when we went there to kind of check out and see what was happening, we saw a whole bunch of locals who flew in from the Bicol province to showcase their wares, and it's basically an exhibit to promote indigenous and local handicrafts, craftsmanship. And so, yeah, Reggie and I decided it would be a great opportunity to be able to support the cause and, actually have these sent out to you guys abroad, because I don't know if you're familiar with these items called rattan, but, I think it makes it very unique because it's not that easy to purchase, for example, in America or in Europe, since these are locally made mostly in Asia, and these ones in particular in the Philippines. Since you're purchasing your kits from the Philippines with a Filipina painter, why not have a little bit more of the country that we can send out to you in the form of these gifts? So these are containers that you can use for your bag of beads. Like when you're traveling, you can actually place them in here. Or you can use them to place your jewelry or any other trinkets and whatnot, or even just have them as display items, because I think they're pretty cool. All right, and this also comes with a cute coin purse, which is once again made of rattan. So can you imagine the craftsmanship that is needed to create these pieces and how many hours it took for each individual piece to be made? So there's a lot of love made and put in with each one of these gifts, which we love. And then we've got this cute little purse. It's kind of like a basket. You can use it to place your drill pens or, you know, your other stuff. It's got actually like a cloth right here. So you can just have that open, or you can just kind of shove it inside, and you can use it to hold your drill pens and whatnot, or, you know, just have it as a display. I think what some people also like to do is they put like dry flowers or artificial flowers and use it as a vase. And I think that would look pretty cute too. So it's up to you how you want to use them. Once again, another handcrafted material from the Philippines, together with Margaret Morales' June Blooms limited edition kit. And we have the vials in this vials case. Once again, this is also a handmade woven rattan pouch. So basically you just slide it open and slide it close. And we've got here the vial. So let me show you what we have. We've got first the pink fluorite. So there's one vial of pink fluorite, and these will be placed on this symbol. So the instructions are on here. And the second crystal that we have here is the fire opal. So these ones also will be placed on the big letter L, except on her face, hands, and neck. So basically these two special drills will be placed in the flowers surrounding the girl in June Blooms, just to give it that extra sparkle, that extra touch. So here you are, Pam. And finally, let me show you the bag of beads for June Blooms. This is a size 45 by 58 that we have made for the limited edition, but you can purchase June Blooms and the other sizes available. So all you have to do is check out the shop, diamondshop.com, to choose the size that you'd like for June Blooms. And of course, there's also other paintings by Margaret Morales that you can also take a look at and purchase if you'd like. Our latest artist collaboration. So before I pack this up, go on ahead and check out this quick video of Margaret Morales. Okay, so here is the canvas for June blooms, after which I will show you the comparison with the raw canvas and the finished canvas. So it's got a lot of purples, blues, magenta, and green for the plants as well. And here is the finished piece. Isn't that beautiful? So let me see if I can show you a close-up of the pink fluorite and the fire opal. Of course, it's not going to show as much right now because it's very bright, but when you have artificial light on, like lamps or your lights at night, that's really when these beads shine because there is limited light, and so it attracts, the beads attract the light and trap them, causing more shine. That's why you see more shine on your diamond paintings in dimmer lighting as opposed to bright, broad daylight. So these ones over here that you see, these are fire opals over there. You see that? They sparkle differently from the regular drills. These are the fire opals, and then we've got the pink fluorite over here. Do you see that? Those are the pink fluorite. It'll be a lot easier to see when you see this up close and in person. for Sweden, and this is for Karin Person. It's her June Blooms limited edition kit by Margaret Morales, and this is also in rounds, and I'll be packing it up now. Wow, look at that. You want to stay there?
Stand up.
Hi.
Stand up.
Say hi. Say hi. You look like you're off to a party. Yeah? Yeah? What's our new song? What's our new song? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Here, you want to hold this? Look at that. It's a panda. Wow. Can I have a hug? Can Mommy have a hug? Oh, thank you.
Kiss.
Which one? These toys? Oh, the Pokemon toys. You like the Pokemon? Oh, all of it. All right. You gonna play with that? Hey. Playing with the Pokemon toys. That's included with Aarsha S's limited edition kit. Who's that? Uh-oh. It's a snake. Okay, say bye-bye, Sue.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
Blind
Bye,
kiss.
kiss. Mwah.
Wow.
Bye, Sue.
Oh, love, love, love.
This next one is bound for the US and it's for Suri Katsumi. It's her June Blooms limited edition kit by Margaret Morales. So there was a question on YouTube about the bead boards, and I guess this is to clarify this comment. Check it out. So while you guys read that comment, I'll go on ahead and arrange these triangle trays onto the slots on this wooden board and basically show you how to use the bead board. I know this seems like such an alien thing because it is very new and it's, you know, a really, really unique concept, but I think it works. It's great for keeping your beads on a palette, kind of like, you know how it is when painters have a palette, right? They've got one of these things that has these areas where they can place all of the different colors of paint so that they can paint with, let's say, 4 or 5 different colors out. Obviously, it wouldn't be wise either to have all, let's say, 24 different acrylic colors all laid out because you won't really be using them all at once. Most of the time, painters would use 3 or 4 or at the most maybe 10 different colors all at once. But if you keep them out for too long with acrylic paint, they dry up. So you end up wasting your paint. And so usually in a palette, you would have about 5 or 6 or even 10 different colors laid out. And basically the painter kind of squeezes a bit from the tube onto that palette, and then there are different colors, right? And then when they need some more, then they squeeze some more onto the palette. So basically, these bead boards work in a similar fashion where you've got 10 of your usually 40 different colors or 10 of your usually 50 or 30 different colors all laid out in a palette. So it's easy for you to get each color that you need at a particular time and simply transfer it onto your green tray. I think one person on YouTube thought that the way to shake the beads is to shake it all on the tray. So I'm placing all these electric diamonds on this tray. All right, so let's say, for example, these are all different colored beads. I'm just gonna spread them out so we can see what it looks like. Obviously, you would normally have different colored beads on each tray. But let's say each of these, right, have beads on them. Don't shake it this way. I mean, you can, I guess, but there are no ridges on these triangular trays. They're smooth. So you won't really get a lot of the beads to line up upright or flip so that you can get it lining up in the right way. So what you usually would do, or what I would do, is I get one of these trays that I need for the bead colors, and then I transfer it onto a green tray. And that's where I shake it, because it has the areas that allows it to line up in rows, especially if I'm going to be using a multi-placer drill pen. I'll need them lined up like this as much as possible. You can transfer them from the triangular trays onto the green trays or onto the larger orange or blue trays or gigantic white trays that you may have. And the purpose of this palette really is just so that you will have at least 10 colors already within easy reach. You know how sometimes you're diamond painting and you think you're done with, let's say, code L. So you diamond paint all the L's in one specific area. And then you put away the beads in its container and you're ready to get the next one, let's say asterisk. And then you go to look for the asterisk in your diamond painting and all of a sudden you see 3 more L's that you skipped in the same area you've been staring at for hours. And you're like, what? How did I miss that? So now you have to go back and get your L's again and then pour a little bit onto your tray and then do that. So this kind of makes it easier to keep going back and forth with 10 different colors laid out in front of you. So it's easy for you, oh, I forgot the L. Oh, no worry, it's over here. No worries, it's over here. And if you're just diamond painting using like 3 or 4 different beads and you're not using a multi-placer, then you won't really need to even transfer it onto the green tray, because as you can see, some of them are already lined up in the correct way. So you simply take your drill pen and you dab, and it will stick to your drill pen, and you just diamond paint along. So this is really just to make it easier for you to diamond paint without having to keep transferring everything as you forget or miss certain spots. So hopefully that makes it clear. And once again, if you have 1 bead board, then you can have 10 laid out at once. But if you have 2 bead boards, let's say for example I've got these 2, right? Provided obviously that you guys have got the table space for it. I wouldn't recommend, for example, that you diamond paint using this bead board in a moving vehicle, for example, because that's just not stable enough and it will cause your beads to spill. But if you have a table that's large enough to fit 2 beads without you accidentally knocking it over or the kids knocking it over, then yes, this definitely will help you have 20 different colors all laid out at the same time. And if you have an even bigger table, then you can have 3 bead boards that allows you to have 30 different colors all laid out at once. Once again, if you're careful enough, you wouldn't have to worry about the spillage. Because what I already see a lot of people do is to take their trays and kind of have them laid out on the table with a sticker that indicates what code that tray holds, what beads. But you know, the problem with that is sometimes there's a tendency that it gets knocked over, or you know, you drop a drill pen on it. So there's a lot of possibility of getting the beads to spill. So this makes it more stable because once again, they are indented onto the actual tray. There are indentations, as you can see. So it won't easily just spill off the tray and won't easily slip on your table because it's on this stable board. The only reason I was shaking it in the video is to show you that it's not going to be moving. So even if we shake it this way, it doesn't move out of place. It's stable. That's why I was shaking it. You can shake it, I guess, if you want them all to kind of, as much as possible, face up, but you really don't have to, I think, unless you've got 10 hands and all 10 hands are going to be working on each bead at the same time. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so it's really simple to use these bead boards. And once again, if you guys don't like it, it's all good. It's cool. Everyone has a different way of diamond painting. But you know, for me, I found this very easy and I found it very useful to have these bead boards. And you know, if we can have them looking colorful and you know, looking cute and pretty, why the heck not? So anyhow, to those of you who do like the bead boards, thank you so much. And as per your request, we have now started making not just one of each kind, but sometimes several or a couple of the similar design. Because in the past, we've only made one of each, and basically that's it. But we've had so many requests to have certain designs remade specifically for them, and so I guess just to make it fair for all is to have them on pre-order, and that is a possibility. So for example, all of the Van Gogh paintings have been finished and have been sold out, then we can actually have it made for you once again if you order it as a pre-order. So once again, these are all handmade wooden bead boards, and they are hand decorated, hand designed, or hand painted. And the cost of the bead boards vary depending on the time it took to actually put the finishing touches on them. So hopefully that makes sense. In the meantime, I will now be packing up Tracy Wheeler's bead board together with her June Blooms limited edition kit by Margaret Morales.